Next is partnerships. This is basically something everyone can do to get traffic to the site. Partnerships are collaborating with others to achieve your marketing goals. Now, this is not exclusive, of course, to online marketing. When I ran a photo studio, I went to the Plantation Country Club and said, hey, you guys have a bunch of people who want to get their pictures taken and put in a book, and I'm a photographer, so why don't we collaborate? Right? This is the same concept, just expressed in the online format. And sometimes people just don't think about it. So think to yourself, who has the same clientele but does not compete with me? Who has the same clientele? Okay, so back to my story about my friend in California. I asked her this question. I said, who has the same clientele but doesn't compete with you? She's like, well, do you remember she sells fashionable clothing? I said, well, there's stores and other designers. And she had a hard time trying to think through that. Because they have the same clientele, but they compete directly with you. Because you're retailing yourself on your site. So we thought a little more about it. Well, I guess these individuals, mainly women in their 30s, buy furniture. They go to restaurants. And all of a sudden, everything opened up for her. She's like, oh, I got it. I can go and talk to these people. And it was incredible what happened. No matter what your product is, someone is competing for business from you or sells to the same person. And then what do your clients need before and after what you sell them? If you're selling a belt, they probably need pants before that, right? And they probably need a shirt after that in a civilized world. So Page One Power is a link building company. And the people who buy link building are professional marketers who know what it is, right? So there's a small little group. They're usually SEO people. Well, they also buy high-end SEO tools. So we contacted a group called Majestic SEO. It's a very well-known, well-established brand in the UK. I said, hey, can we do a webinar with you? I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. We should do a webinar together. We should get together and do a webinar. I love that idea. So they promoted it through their zillions email addresses. We did it through our 40, and we got a lot of people to show up to a webinar where we talked about how to do SEO better. It was incredible. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about partnerships. And this thing can go any direction you can think at all. You just have to think a little bit. Because this marketing, my friends, is free. This is one of the only 9 ways to get traffic that are scot-free. It just takes a little willpower and muscle. We could also partner with someone like Brafton. I know none of you know what Brafton is. They write content for websites. Someone who's doing SEO needs link building, and they need content. We don't compete with Brafton, but they use the same customers as we, so we've never contacted them, but we could. They're an excellent brand. Also, people who use link building services use pay-per-click agencies. They're agencies that handle people's PPC for them. We can also talk to them. I mean, we have a million opportunities, just like you do. Depending on what you're trying to do, just think. You got to use your brain and talk with a friend, and you'll find it. And it's incredible what happens. Partnerships can result in co-branded promotions, joint webinars, links on each other's sites, co-branded offers, and email blasts. This kind of goes, a lot of this thread runs through the thing. You can interview other people. You can comment on other people's blogs. You can share other people's content. You can engage with others in your area. And that's how you do real internet marketing. That's the free stuff. That's the stuff that's groundswell, that makes things happen quickly for you. If you're alone trying to do SEO and pay-per-click, you're going to spend a lot of money and really struggle. If you really want to get it together, you got to do all these other things. Does anyone have any questions about this concept? It's pretty self-explanatory. Just people often don't think of it as a way to get traffic. And again, these are 9 ways to get traffic. You don't have to rely on this. But this can be in your quiver of tools that get you to your goal. Partnerships are wonderful if you want access to another company's customer base. And you want to use their email list. It's phenomenal. We just did another webinar with a company called SEM Rush. It's another SEO tool, and it was amazing. Yes, what, 2,500 people register? I don't know, 1,200 people registered for the webinar. It's very, 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 very good. So that's partnerships.